is he?
I was out in the city anyway.
Yeah. I'm on now. I was speaking into a green light, but apparently that doesn't work. But I'll repeat myself again. I want to thank everybody for coming here tonight. This is the Youth Service Subcommittee. What we're here to talk about is jobs for our young adults. As I stated before, when you want to talk about making a city safe, you develop activities for our youth to keep them off the streets. But there is nothing better than a job to keep our youth where they should be. Occupied, happy, and it just makes for a totally better environment. The people that are here tonight will talk about jobs that are available for our youth for this coming summer. So I think I'll start to my left with Chief Taylor, actually.
Thank you.
On my screen, I have you starting for us.
Well, thank you very much, Councilor and Councilor Rourke. I'm going to briefly give you the overview of the Lowell Police Department's efforts, and then Mary Ann Bellata, who is our Director of Research and Development, can go into a little bit more detail about each one of the initiatives and the funding that it gets its funding from. Throughout the year, and particularly over the summer months, the Lowell Police Department works closely with our nonprofit partners and other city entities to ensure that several positive opportunities and alternatives to gang involvement and delinquent behavior are available for Lowell youth. We have a list of several of them. In addition to the list that you're going to hear, we also organize and run a student police academy over the summer months that we run at the Lowell High School. And that's an extremely successful, very positive initiative that we run. I think it's one of the most positively received things that we do over the course of the year. The parents that send the students to that student police academy just really speak very highly of it, and I think it's a very positive endeavor for the students that get the opportunity to go to it. And you know, it's personally rewarding for me to be able to go there and see the students and interact with the police officers and many of the other staff that we employ across a wide spectrum of city services there. So that's a very positive thing. But I'm going to ask Mary Ann Bellata to give you a little bit more detail about each one of these.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. The Lowell Police Department receives 3 major grants that help with youth jobs in the city of Lowell for the summer. The first being the Shannon Community Safety Initiative. We're able to subcontract, and you'll hear from our partners tonight as well, but we are able to subcontract to the Career Center, the Parks Department, and the Boys and Girls Club for the Career Center mainly for jobs. We're able to fund approximately 50 summer jobs for the summer under Shannon, and we're able to also fund jobs in order to staff the parks in the summertime as well. Additionally, as the superintendent mentioned, we do have the Summer Student Police Academy, which we hire 6 junior counselors to help out with the police officers. In addition, we receive Byrne Criminal Justice Initiative funding through the federal government, which is better known as the Centerville Friends for Improvement, Revitalization, and Enforcement, CFIRE. And through that, through the Career Center, we're able to fund this summer, 27 Centerville youth will receive summer jobs, as well as we do have funding through the Parks and Rec to do summer programming at Gage Field. And the last funding source, and we actually just got notified of this additional summer funding from the Safe and Successful Youth Initiative, which is through the Executive Office of Health and Human Services. They've actually recently given us funding in order to get through the Career Center. We're going to be able to fund 15 proven risk youth summer jobs, as well as we're going to be subcontracting to UTEC to provide job readiness and educational opportunities, and also to conduct outreach to proven risk youth in the city over the summer.
Thank you. Councilor Rourke.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just an overview of the whole meeting. It's great to find out what jobs are out there for the youth in the city, but it's also a good time to tell what these programs do for the youth of the city too. as worked for the Parks Department before, growing up, my kids have gone to the Student Police Academy. They go to the Boys and Girls Club, the Y. So it's actually a lot of familiar faces here to see what is actually available for the kids. And for those that are a little bit older, that can actually work and make some money in the summertime to actually help out. So, I think it's a great thing here tonight to actually to tell the good of the city and what the city can do, and through all the agencies that help out, all the departments in the city that help out. So I think it's a great thing that we're here tonight to be able to tell everybody what can be done on both ends. One, for employment, and then two, the services available for the city's youth. So thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Councilor Rourke. Is there an extra healthy summer chart? I need one of those. You have an extra one. The next speaker would be Tom Belgrad, Peter Fenticani, and Caitlin Hickey.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, Subcommittee Member Rourke. This time of the year again, as we get together to talk about our summer recreation programs and the strategies that take us to a healthy summer of 2015. I would just like, and Councilor Milonazzo, I would just like to say that part of the strategy is just, you hit it right on the head, and that is keeping kids busy, putting in the work, particularly high school age kids. One of the hardest ages to fill jobs, and we strive to try to do that. This year's program is going to look like last year's program in terms of numbers and work sites. We do have a couple of special wrinkles. We have 2 splash pads that we hope to have open on July 1st. One at the O'Donnell Pool and the other one over at the Mulligan Park over on off of Plain Street. Right now, if you looked at them, they're in the construction phase, but I can assure you that in the next 30, 45 days, we're going to have these places up and running. Shed Park has been, there's only one Shed Park in the city, but that splash pad has proven a real magnet for kids of all ages, and these 2 splash pads coming out will equal, if not exceed, the expectations that we had at Shed Park splash pad. So we're very excited about that. In terms of our partnership with our nonprofits, there's a total of 56 nonprofit, 56 locations that we're offering as a collective this year. And it's an amazing thing, and you can see on your chart the little the charts that were provided with the dots. And I have a bigger one if somebody else wants to see that. But in terms of that chart, we're going to be adding 2 more dots, which is O'Donnell Park and Mulligan Park. So we're very proud to roll that out, and hopefully in the near future we'll be doing some kind of a grand opening ceremony. I'll let my experts talk about recreation because that's what they do, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Mr. Belgrad.
Thank you.
This year, kind of like last year, we got to target ages 3 and up to 11 mostly. We're going to be providing activities at about 18 different locations that include arts and crafts, tennis, taekwondo lessons, free breakfast and free lunch, as well as our day-to-day programming and free swim lessons as well. We're going to be staffing that with about 192 employees this summer. So we are going to be looking at roughly the same amount of kids as last year employed, and we're increasing the ages to 11. So we're actually hoping to target about 1,500 registered kids last year. We had about 1,310 last year in programming. We had 1,400 the year before, so we want to see that number get back up to around 1,500 kids registered with about 192 kids working.
Terrific. Thank you.
Just a quick question, Mr. Fenticani. Has registration opened for this already? For the
Not yet. We're hoping to have the website up and running this week and then have registration begin sometime early next week, so that way we can get everything. And the way we did it, we're hoping to do it this year, is to not have any waiting lists, so when people want to come in and register, they'll get put right into the location they want to go, and we'll be able to accommodate all those numbers.
Mary Ann, the same thing for the Student Police Academy? Has that started yet?
Registration's actually tomorrow night from 5 to 7. Tomorrow's the 13th, correct? From 5 to 7 at the Lowell High School. And the registration forms are actually on our Facebook page. We tweeted them out, and they're also on the LPD website, so you can download them, print them, and fill them out ahead of time if you'd like. And what I'll do is I'll resend those out via social media as well, so they're fresh on people's minds before tomorrow.
How many students did you have last year?
Approximately 240, but I mean, we definitely could probably have more because of it's so popular. Sometimes we've had to turn people away in the past. So we're looking to increase capacity.
Yeah, I mean, these two programs that I just spoken about are the ones that everybody does ask for, so thank you very much.
Thank you. Do we also send this information into the schools?
We're going to print about 15,000 of these brochures. They'll be sent to all the public and ecumenical schools in the city, as well as a mailing list that we have. And then we also put the PDF on the website, and we actually send out an email to anybody on our email notification list that the information is available, so they can come on the website and check it out as well.
Thank you. Ms. Burke, Leslie Burke.
Hi, I'm Bridget Quinn. I'm here representing Leslie this evening. Thank you for having us. As Mary Ann stated, we do partner and are funded by many of the funds that she has stated. So our main grants come from YouthWorks, Shannon Grant, C-Fire, CDBG, SSYI, and we also are having some additional funding that we just found out about today through the Attorney General's office. So we will be hiring over 290 young adults through the Career Center this year. And most of our sites are within partners within this room, as well as additional ones. So we usually have more than 60 work sites for these young adults to really do some career exploration and figure out if those are places that they really want to pursue as careers as they're trying out different jobs. So it's a good way for them to really try and explore and really learn and network within the city of different work sites. So our process started the week of April vacation, so we're actually in the second phase of our process for hiring. There's an application orientation, which they all go through, so they understand how to fill out the application and what documents they need to bring in order to be put into the process. The phase that we're in right now is the eligibility piece. So they come back with all of their documentation. Because of the grants that we're funded through, most of them have specific requirements. So whether it be eligibility or things like that, they're required to bring certain things in. And so we go over that with them. Once they have everything, then they are then eligible for our lottery process. And a few years ago, we instituted the lottery process in order to make it fair and equitable for everyone, because so many young people were applying and there weren't enough jobs to hire all of them. So we wanted to make sure everyone had, an equal opportunity to be able to do that. Once they are chosen in the lottery, and we choose everyone, so there's a wait list, so if people decide that they don't want to work, then we go to the next person on the list. That lottery is done on June 3rd at the Career Center, and we begin calling those participants immediately to schedule them for their work readiness workshops, which are mandatory, and we hold those the month of June. So basically, every young adult that is going to be working for us this summer will participate in a paid work experience readiness piece that allows them to really learn about what's expected when they're working, job safety. We go over a multitude of things for them to really be prepared when they go onto their work site. So that's about 10 hours through the month of June, and then July 6th, they actually start at their work sites. And they'll work from July 6th through August 19th for about 25 hours per week, 25 hours per week max at $9 per hour. So no matter what job they're placed in, everyone gets the same amount of hours, the same pay, so there's no dispute with that. And throughout the summer as well, while they're at their work experience and working, they also continue to do work readiness to further educate them onto how to get permanent employment after this. So they'll learn how to do resumes, they'll learn skills on how to interview correctly, and participate in things like that as well.
Can you give us an idea of some of the jobs that they'll take?
Sure. We do some of the junior staffing for Parks and Rec. We also have a large group at the Boys and Girls Club, so they learn different culinary skills. That's one of the favorite programs that young adults tend to really enjoy going to. They also do different activities over there as well. We also have office positions throughout the city. We have many young people working at City Hall in different departments. really any nonprofits, municipalities, things like that. So there's a wide range of opportunity for them. Those that like to do maintenance or landscaping, things like that, we continue to have opportunities for that as well. In our application, we have a youth survey, which basically has them really list out what they like and don't like to do. And we use that along with the different orientations that we've done to get to know them, to help place them on a work site that is really compatible with what they're looking to do right now, and hopefully give them a good experience for the summer.
Do you have, can you give us an idea how many you turned down?
There's usually about 150 to 200 left on the waiting list. So we gave out over 700, close to 800 applications, and we're still in the process of receiving those back, so we can certainly report out to you at the end of this month if you'd like to know on this year's numbers.
So even in better times, we could really, I mean, if we could get the money, I mean, it would be well used.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There are
Thank you.
so many young people that are looking to work, so.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Carolyn Rocheleau, Lowell Schools.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Rocheleau, Coordinator of Special Programs at the Lowell Public Schools. This summer, we'll be offering programs at a number of sites to about 1,200 students during the month of July. Primarily, all of our summer offerings are grant-funded. So we have 21st Century grants at the Morey, Shaughnessy, Greenelge, McAuliffe, Robinson, Bartlett, that will be running summer programs for their students only. We also have a program for newcomer refugee students. The younger students will be at the Greenelge School, and the older students will be at Lowell High. And then finally, we have a large program for our special education students that will be at the Pawtucketville Memorial School, with a number of classrooms at Lowell High for the older students, and a couple classrooms at the Wang School for the middle students as well. So all of that information is on our website, and we've been very fortunate to work in collaboration with the rec department to extend those days at a number of the schools, so that our programs are all half-day with transportation, but the parents that are interested in making it a full day for their kids can sign up through the recreation department and go from morning till about 2:30, 3 o'clock each day. So it would cover a full day of free. All of our programming is offered free of charge to children, and transportation, breakfast, and lunch are provided to all kids as well.
About how many students are we talking about? Do you
This
know?
year, about 1,200 kids.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
What's that? Krista Brown?
Hi, I'm Krista. I'm representing Girls Incorporated. Just a brief history, formerly known as the Girls Clubs of America. That's our national affiliate, but we've been at our site since 1945. Our mission is to inspire all girls to be strong, smart, and bold, and we put our mission into practice through what we call the Girls Inc. Experience. We're offering a girls-only environment, mentoring relationships, intentional compensatory programming, which means every activity is hands-on and educational, leaving girls with skills that they can use in other aspects of life. We offer research-based curricula from our research center and interactive activities, and we are advocates for sustained exposure. We offer affordable childcare during the summer months, and we accept childcare vouchers from the state for those that qualify, that allow partial to all coverage for their membership. We're also EEC licensed, which provides us with regulations that ensure the safety of our members and highly trained staff. We realize that exposure to options is the only way to change these girls' perceptions of what their career options could be. And even more importantly, we kind of try to tap into them on a holistic level and see the quality of life that they could have. With field trips, we're able to expose these girls to experiences that they wouldn't be able to have otherwise. And we realize that until girls see it with their eyes, sometimes they don't believe it that it is possible. Our summer program runs from June 29th to August 21st. It's an 8-week program, Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5:30, and if necessary, we have extended day available from 7:30 to 8:30 in the morning. Girls are grouped together by age, and each group has an adult counselor who works with the girls to plan and implement the activities from dissection to gymnastics, photography, healthy cooking. We have full day field trips once a week that kind of help the girls broaden their experiences and leave Lowell. We have mini field trips that kind of help them appreciate the local history. We're also part of the Healthy Summer Lunch program that offers free lunches to our youth and also to youth in the community up to age 18. And this will be our second year having our counselor and training program. or CIT program, which is an educational job skill summer program for teen girls ages 15 to 18. The CIT program is designed for high school students who feel they've grown out of summer camps and are looking for something a little bit more challenging. They work as a part of a team of staff to facilitate activities for children's ages 5 to 14 during the summer each day. The CIT program is free except for a $15 annual registration fee and includes lunch, snack, and they receive a stipend upon the end that is awarded to teens that have successfully completed the program.
Krista, how many students are you talking about?
We have a little close to 150 during the summertime.
Terrific, thank you. Okay. Tressa? Tressa.
Hi.
Hi, Tressa. UTEC.
Yes, Tressa Stasinski. I'm the Senior Director of Programs at UTEC. And although we run our programs all year round, I just wanted to make sure that I came out and talked about we're still doing orientations over the summer, and so young people are still welcome into our programs. So we work with youth ages 16 to 24, and proven risk, gang, court involved, and criminally involved, and about 40% of our young people are also young parents. And so their journey with us starts through our street worker program, and our street workers offer assistance with services including food stamps, housing, food, shelter, education, employment, personal needs, as well as court support, legal support, and community service hours. And our street workers then refer them into our employment programs and our social enterprises. So everyone starts in Transformational Beginnings, where they're in our Mattress Deconstruction Center, which is in Lawrence. And so in Transformational Beginnings, they're really learning work skills and then becoming eligible for our workforce programs. We have a monthly orientation, so we'll have May, June, July, and August orientations for young people. And over the summer, we'll have between 35 and 45 young people enrolling in Transformational Beginnings. And it's an integrated program where they get both educational programming as well as employment. And they earn a stipend, the lowest level being in Transformational Beginnings, which is a $36 daily stipend. And then they also can get a perfect attendance bonus and earning up to $180 per week. And then as they go through our program, they can make up to $60 a day in our program. And again, for the Transformational Beginnings program, it's really to kind of teach the basic foundations of work. So communicating with your manager, communicating with your peers, building good work habits. And the program, although our facilities in Lawrence, we provide transportation from Lowell to Lawrence for our young people so they can meet at our center. And then we also go throughout Lowell picking up young people and then bringing them to the warehouse in Lawrence. And we also provide breakfast and lunch in Transformational Beginnings. They then graduate from Transformational Beginnings and join our workforce programs, where we have high-set or GED classes, computer classes, social justice workshops, and then personal and professional development workshops. And they can gain skills in culinary arts in our kitchen, where we do catering, as well as Cafe UTEC. And then we also have a furniture design, woodworking program that young people can work in, as well as building trades, where we do a lot of demolition. Our young people really enjoy demolition. And again, once they're in our workforce programs, they can earn a daily stipend anywhere between $45 to $60 per day. And the program is Monday through Friday from 9 to 3:30, 4 o'clock.
About how many students are you serving?
So we have 150 per year. And throughout the summer, we're expecting probably about 35 to 40 through the 3 summer orientations that we're offering.
Do you have a waiting list?
It's really based on eligibility, so the higher the risk factor, they bump up on the list. And usually we do our best to get everybody in. So if they're on a wait list, it's for a very short period of time until the next orientation comes around. So the most they'll have to wait is 3 to 4 weeks.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Kevin Murphy, YMCA.
Good evening. Thanks for having us. I'm the Director of Operations at the Y. We have several offerings for the youth of Lowell over the summer. We'll host over 300 youth in Lowell itself. We have our main site at the Y for 5 to 7-year-olds. And then we actually use Lowell Catholic High School for 8 through 13-year-olds. So there'll be a wide variety of activities, skill building, team building. They do a weekly field trip. They'll have the opportunity to swim almost daily at the Y. In addition, we've got an earmark for the state budget for summer literacy program. So we'll be doing a reading program, which we've done for the last 2 years to help curb the learning loss this summer. So in total, we'll serve, like I said, over 300 kids in Lowell this summer. In that program, we'll award over $100,000 in financial assistance for those in need. We won't turn anyone away for the inability to pay. So that's one program we have. We also will bus over 200 youth from Lowell out to our 38-acre camp out in Dunstable and Groton. Out there, it's a traditional day camp setting, ropes course, climbing wall, all kinds of activities, swimming, boating, archery range. A lot of the kids from Lowell won't necessarily have a chance to do anything like that if not provided the opportunity. Again, we'll award probably over $50,000 to youth in Lowell through this program. We do get funded partially by CDBG, so we do appreciate those funds. It allows us to bus those kids out to camp. So in total, we'll serve over 500 youth over the summer in our camps. Some in Lowell, and then, like I said, we'll bus out to Dunstable and Groton. In addition, we talked about work opportunities. We do manage 13 aquatic sites, so we'll employ over 100 mostly high school and college kids as lifeguards this summer. So if anyone has some extras, send them our way. We're still in need of some. So we do provide, we'll probably hire about 75 counselors as well for both of our camps in Lowell and Camp Massapog. Not all from Lowell, but I would say, half of those staff will be from Lowell. So provide plenty of opportunities for employment.
Thank you. Mr. Rivera, Boys Club.
Thank you for having me. We have the Boys and Girls Club is a year-round program, and we serve young people between the ages of 7 and 18. Our program right now is actually registering young people for summer. So we typically have during the fall about 280 young people, and then in the summer we probably have about 400 young people. We will be hiring about 40 young people. Part of that would be with the partnership, about 22 or so will be with the partnership with the Career Center. So those are the young people that will actually be working. We'll give them job training. They'll specifically be working in the games room, our cafe, doing culinary programming, as well as in our fitness program and our music clubhouse. In terms of programs that we offer, we have a number of different programs that we offer for our young people. We have athletics, everything ranging from basketball, soccer, indoor hockey. We have educational programs that we'll be providing STEM programs specifically around trying to bridge the gap so that while they're out of school, they're not losing any kind of education. So we'll be doing engineering, programming, science activities for our young people. We'll be partnering up with the Y to bring them over to swim because we no longer have a pool. But that's pretty much what we'll be doing throughout the summer.
Thank you. Any questions? Thank you. No, I want to thank everybody for their presentations here tonight. I think it's important that the people listening in at home get to clearly understand what programs are available. And you know what, this makes our streets safer. It gives our children a place to go, and it's terrific training. I mean, I've heard academic training, I've heard skills training, I've heard games, safety programs. It doesn't get better than that. So I want to thank everybody for their presentation and the work they do. Councilor?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. And just by a quick count, it seems like the services for over 5,000 of the city's youth that's offered to them just through this meeting today. most of them at a very low cost, if not free, for the city's kids. And that's just for the services offered, not even including the jobs that are out there for some of the older children in Lowell. So, yeah, I think it's terrific. It's a well-called for meeting to get the word out. I'm glad everybody could be here today to extend what they do for the city. And like I said before, over 5,000 of the city's kids can be serviced through summer programming. So I think that's terrific. So thank you very much.
Now, again, thank you on behalf of the entire city council. I mean, your work is valued, and I think it's important that the community understands clearly what's available to their children. It's wonderful. Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you.